tonight's meeting of the Town of Goshen Planning Board to order. We all rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. We're skipping over the approval of minutes since we don't have them yet. We have no possible extensions or abandonments of application. We have no public hearings, so the one and only item for discussion tonight will be MC3 Ventures LLC, Hugh McKenzie, formerly known as 2639 17M Building / 920 Associates LLC. Section block on lot 12154. It's an application for amended site plan approval for an automobile retail and service business on 0.65 plus or minus acres along Route 17M in the HC zone with AQ6 overlays. Tonight's discussion will be an initial presentation and commencement of secret. Is the applicant present? If you can come up, please, state your name for the record. Okay. And your address, sir?
My home address?
Yeah.
3 Countries Drive, Chester, New York,
Okay, you are the applicant?
Yes.
Okay. And your, did you want to give us a presentation? Do you have anything to present to the board, or?
Explain what you're trying to do.
Yeah, explain just describe the application, what
Right,
it is.
so we're in the process of buying this building and the property to operate in automotive repair and auto sales.
Okay. Is that it? Sean, it's my understanding that, is this property currently vacant?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So there's no building in place yet, you're proposing,
so
you're
there's-
proposing to construct a building?
Right,
Okay.
and from what we understand, that there was a site plan that was approved already for the previous owner to the current owner for a plumbing business.
Right.
So we requested for a change of use to the auto repair and auto sales.
Gotcha, so it's an amendment, right, Sean? They're amending the site plan?
Yes, it is. So, you recall the applicant that was owned this parcel, or current owner of the parcel, and is selling the parcel. You wanted to have a plumbing business on there, you approved that in May last year, and then he had a change of heart and is looking to sell the property. Current applicant is looking for automobile retail and sales, correct?
Repair and sales, right.
And those are permitted uses under your code, as you know, from some other uses, a little bit larger, and on that corridor. So this would be an amended site plan approval. Public hearing would be required. I've given you report, but in this case, you've already been through a lot of these items with the previous applicant. I've just kind of given you a history so you know where some of these items stood.
Yep.
There's really 2 items that I have that are, in my mind, outstanding right now. So when the first applicant came, they indicated they'd have 4 employees. Each employee uses 15 gallons a day, so they had a 60 gallon per day demand for water and wastewater. So if you have a similar number of employees or less, then there would be no change. So,
Right, and we have similar or less,
okay.
because we just maybe like some in business.
And the other item that I'm going to defer to council is, the plumbing business didn't need to display anything outside. This applicant's displaying some cars for sale on the front.
There's 2 spots, right?
Yeah, 2 spots in front was for display.
And under the code, just to pick up where Sean left off, his provision of code is specifically 97-14D5, which specifically states that outdoor storage of materials, equipment, or vehicles is permitted in any area other than the required front, rear, or side yard. So he definitely has those 2 vehicles in the front yard. So in order to, if you want to have the plan approved with that, you'd have to go to zoning board to get a variance from that, because you're actually storing 2 vehicles in the front yard. So you have to mean, you can do a couple of things. You can decide if you want to go forward tonight with those on there, you'd have to go to zoning board. Or the other alternative is if you wanted to have the plan approved without those spots, you could do that and then go back to zoning board at a later time. But that's, again, that's up to you and what the planning board wants to do.
That would be your choice.
Okay.
you know, for example, 'cause the plumbing business, like as Sean said, didn't have those two cars in the front yard.
Right.
Right, so you could proceed without those two spots, and if you think you need them later, go to zoning board and seek that variance, because again, you're in the front yard, and that provision of code says you can't have it in the front yard. So that's all I have to say, and then in terms of secret, this is a type 2 action, so.
I thought there was a part of that section of the code whereby the town, the planning board could waive that.
Only, but it's not,
For display of materials or
It's
whatever.
not display, it had to do with the 10%, if it's, the waiver goes to, it's a 10% limitation, so it says here, provided that such outdoor storage does not exceed 10% of the area of the lot and is effectively screened from public roads, the 10% limitation may be waived by the planning board. Here, we're not talking about a 10%, we're talking about the actual storage of vehicles in the front yard. And that's a metric issue, so they'd have to go to the zoning board if they want that, those two parking spaces, say, okay, here's the front yard setback, I have vehicles within X of the metric, and I need this, and that's what, they would have to go to the zoning board for.
All right.
We can still commence, can we commence secret?
It's a type 2,
It's
it's a
a
type
type
2,
two,
so no
yeah.
issue environmentally there.
So what I would say we do, we go through with the approval, and then if we need to, then we'll go before the zoning board later on.
That's right, that makes sense too, if you want to do it that way, so you can go forward without, and then if the board decides and sees to approve your application, you'd have to remove these two spots from the plan, you know, at the building department.
Right.
Okay? You know, show them a plan, show staff a plan without those two spots, and then in the future, if you wanna go for that,
Right. Okay.
So if there's one vehicle for sale, and you put it up, you need to put it up there, it's only if you have a vehicle for sale that will
You know,
be in
you
the
can't have,
front.
you can't have anything in what's called the front yard, if you look
That would be
carefully,
considered storage.
Yes.
correct.
storage or parking. It's not permitted.
It's not permitted in the front yard or the
Regardless
side
of how
yard.
far back the building is.
No, it's
Regardless.
it's not accurate. If you look at the plan, the engineers identified the front yard with the dash line right in front of the building. Do you see that line?
Right.
So that's the front yard. It's a measured distance from the right of way line. So that, anything there would be prohibited.
yeah, this line right here, yeah.
It's difficult to see.
Yeah, mine's, it's
That's the
parking.
setback.
Yeah, that's the
It's a
setback.
35-foot
And
setback.
those two vehicles are within it.
Okay.
Question I had, Sean, was that adjacent dwelling that encroaches into the side yard over the property line?
Yeah, so it was a similar item because the applicant previously owned both parcels and said he wasn't gonna do anything with it.
Right.
Obviously, you can't move that, it's an encroachment, so previous applicant can either, you know, change that lot line if they want, or you can condition your approval that you're not approving an encroachment, and just kind
They're
of,
purchasing
you know.
both properties. Yeah.
Well, just,
Oh, you're purchasing both properties?
We're purchasing both property.
Okay.
But we're keeping them both still separately, right?
Hold on, this is a whole different ball of wax.
Did I open up Pandora's box?
Not on purpose.
Definitely not on purpose.
I was gonna ask that question anyway, so.
Representing on the purchase of the property.
Okay.
So just name and address for the record.
Hillary Ryan Goldman, 1 Fairway Drive, Goshen, New York.
Right, so if they're purchasing both, it kind of goes back to the previous
Same.
thing, yeah.
Okay.
But you may want to move that lot line, so it's not an encroachment if you're looking to sell that property or anything like that.
And what would be the process to do that?
It would be a lot line adjustment, it's a very simple process, that would be back to this board for that. You don't have to do it in conjunction with what you're doing now, you can come back in the future.
Just one quick question. The proposed repair building now is 30-foot side yard setback?
Yeah.
If they move that line, then I can meet setback, that require them to go.
Correct, yeah.
Require them to come back
That's
here.
part of the reason the previous owner didn't want to do it.
Okay.
A question about the cars in front. If it's not long-term storage, say they just were to park them there during business hours, 9 to 5?
No.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, just to make sure.
What he mentioned is, right now, the proposed building has a 30-foot side yard setback from the property line. If you go ahead and get this approved and you go to do a lot line adjustment, now you're gonna be shortening that minimum 30-foot side yard. So at that point, will they have to go to the zoning board
They
for
would, but
variance?
what I would imagine they would do is reduce the length of the building from 56 feet down to whatever they need, so they can meet that 30 feet.
Gotcha.
They would wanna do that now, so then we're at that.
They should consider that now.
All right.
Did you understand what he said?
What he's saying,
Okay.
if you wanna separate it. So, and how many feet apart would you have to be from?
The minimum's 30 feet, it's right there on.
Right, so the minimum is 30, but how far would you be allowed to move the line over?
Right now, it's an encroachment, you can reduce it to non-conforming, so you'd be allowed to put it right essentially at that.
That's the point, right?
The front of the house?
Yeah.
So that's like, what, about 2 feet or
I,
something?
it looked
Yeah,
like
it's hard to tell.
3.3 on the plan, it
3.3,
says.
right, okay.
But then at that point, you won't meet the setback, so you have to move the proposed a little bit over, so you can maintain the 30 feet.
Or seek a variance.
Or seek a variance.
As a non-conforming, or even pre-existing non-conforming issue.
It's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, yeah. Slide it over.
What's the easiest
Well,
thing to do?
it's all about time.
Wow. No, but that's a serious question, what's the easiest thing to do? Time or not?
So right now, you're not looking to do that, right? I understand that.
Yeah, I just think
But I
in the
mean, if
future.
you're gonna put up a building, you wanna know what,
Yeah, once the building is up. you
It's
can
up.
do it.
You know, understood, but I'm saying for the application tonight that this board is hearing is just really this, right?
Right.
You're not here on this lot, but again, it's definitely something that can be done, but it's just not tonight's application. It's something you have to consider either with your professionals, but I've seen this many times where it's literally just, you know, moving the lot line over, but you have to come back here to do that. But again, it's, as Sean indicated, it's a pretty straightforward application, because this is already pre-existing. You're showing a lot line going through a structure,
Right.
so it's an easy fix just to move it over. But again, it's an application that you're gonna have to apply, come before this board, and just have it done here, that's all. Again, it's just additional time.
Right, if you don't wanna go for a variance, right, then you can move the building over. If you wanna leave the building where it is, then you have to go for a variance.
But if there's no space over this, or.
It's not the highest and best use for the lot, so in the future, you're probably gonna tear down the house and build something else, like it's not worth changing the dimensions of the building and seeing the variance now.
but you can move the building over the 3 feet, that would, I'm
That's
hearing.
what you're saying, you move the building over
You
the
could,
3 feet.
yeah, you could also change the shape of the building. You're not committed to that size, so you can make it shorter and
Right.
whatever works.
Yeah, there's many different.
In fact, for you, it may make more sense with doing service in there to have a different shape.
Right.
Because you're gonna have lifts in there, I assume, or something like that, so it may make sense to have a different shaped building, which may make it a lot easier as far as fitting that building on the property.
I think what she's saying is you're gonna get rid of the building, the house, and
You
leave your business as is.
Right,
Right.
because that's gonna be the bigger change right now, that you don't wanna.
But I just have one question, based on where the building is now, and we look at over here where the driveway goes, right? This is, that's 38.2. Just one question, if you move the building over 3.3 feet, is that possible or not?
Yeah,
That's
you
possible?
still make the setback line.
Okay, good. All right, that's the
Things to do
easiest one.
that. And then what, we have to come here to do that again, to move it over 3 before it's built, although
Correct, yeah, 'cause you're showing it
Yes.
out here in this location, so if you wanna
3 feet
come
over.
If
back
that's
and
what you
show a
wanna
different
do,
plan,
you have to
you have to come back and show
adjust this
that on the
plan.
plan.
Okay.
Because that's not what's before the board tonight, this is what we have, right? So if you're gonna do that, all good, but you have to come back and submit a different plan.
Or you can leave it as is and just do that at a
Right.
later time.
Let's talk about your use of the building though, too. Right now, it looks like you're going to be accessing your building from the back of the building.
Right.
I mean, nothing from the front. And
Right, that's right.
That's not the way every service station does it, but if you're gonna do it that way, we're happy with it.
Right, because one of the things that when I was talking to the engineer, we were thinking about flipping the building around. But then, you know, we go back to this, we would be allowed to have all that parking in the front of the building.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Correct.
So that's the problem.
But
You know what you don't have the benefit of is the remaining plans in this set, right? So when this was before you previously, there were, I think, 6 plans in the set, including an architectural plan, each showed the garage doors at the back.
At the back of the building. Yeah.
And for the reason the applicant just stated, they don't want the parking area in front.
So, because I think it may make more sense to move the building back and have access from the front, only because I think that, I don't know how many cars you service in a day, you're,
Right,
two of
right.
you, I guess you're trying to turn them over one an hour, one every 2 hours, whatever it is. So you, with people showing up to work, and then with cars being dropped off, and that, I'm questioning whether or not you can fit all that in the back, or whether you need all that, and then, if all you're doing is accessing from the front, I'm not so sure that's bad, because you don't necessarily park in front to do that. You just pull into the garage door. I'd rather see you design this for the way it works for your building or your business, than to just accept the fact that this is what we have already. Make it work for you, because you're gonna be stuck with this forever, okay? You're gonna have this for years, okay?
So the question is, are we allowed to have all our parking in the front then?
You are not allowed to
No,
have
no.
parking in the front.
Right now,
You were
According to
saying
the
to have the.
So we can flip the building around.
Just have the entrance going into the bays.
Right.
From the front.
And that way, you have a lot more space in the back that you don't need to be able to get the cars to the point. You have a lot of big
Advised in 2009.
pavement in the back that's.
Right, so as long as there's no
So,
parking in
so
the
by
front.
no means is
Right.
he trying to guide you in any
Yeah, right, I
direction.
understand, I
But what he's
understand.
saying is, make sure that the
Yes.
building suits your needs,
Right,
okay?
What he said.
right. So as long as there's no parking in the front.
As long as there's no parking in the front of the building, right, there's no front yard parking allowed per our code.
But the truth of the matter is, I mean, we look at every other car sales along the way,
Right, exactly.
and they all have some cars out front. That may be what you really wanna do anyhow, because you don't sell cars in the backyard.
Right.
So think about how it's gonna work for you. Just getting a variance. The variance is relatively cheap. If you sell 2 more cars a year, you're gonna be happy about it.
So
Or
for,
though, I'm sorry, just to play devil's advocate, or though maybe that's how you sell cars now in 2025, I mean, I bought my last
Okay,
car.
do it online, no,
Yeah,
you can-
yeah, so-
Yes.
yeah.
And then you do like Carvana and deliver it, right?
Yeah.
No, and we do have people who do that.
right. Okay, so as it is now, whether we have the face in the back or the front, it doesn't matter,
No,
right, as long as there's no parking in the front.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, right now, the only-
We need to redo the plan to bring this back for that purpose.
If you choose to move the building, right, you would have to submit a new plan.
Right.
Okay.
Or if you wanna proceed with the plan you have here without these cars, I mean, I have no issue with the board, if this is what you wanna approve, the board approving the site plan, subject to you removing and providing a plan to the building department and staff with a plan showing that these 2 cars are removed. So that's up to you, we can't design it for you, but that's your choice.
All right, and if we decide to move the building over to 3.5 feet, and take the variance and here, we just do it and come back at the same time?
If you're gonna do the changes, you might as well do it, I think,
So that's what we.
you don't wanna be in front of us a lot.
Right, that would be, right, if that's what you choose to do.
So that's what we.
Right, we're trying to move the process along before we finalize the purchase, because
Right.
this is what we wanna do.
Just remember, any changes you make to that building architecturally,
Right.
this is only one plan, one sheet of a multiple sheet set of plans, right? So if you change the building in any way, make sure that the other sheets are
Match.
coordinated with any changes you make, because you're gonna have to resubmit any change on any one of the sheets.
Right.
Because they were all part of the previous application.
Yeah, so the size we're keeping the same, we just be moving it over. Okay.
You just have to show, yeah, you just
Keep
have
in
to show
mind, we go
this.
for the variance, it goes to the zoning board, different board than us.
Oh, so we have to go to the zoning board.
The zoning board of appeals would hear that, correct, and have to grant the variance.
Right, okay. But just to move the building, we can come back to you and do that, and then do this.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to come back, because we have to schedule a public hearing for this
Right.
anyway, so,
Right.
but you can decide, what you wanna do, but yeah, we can't design it, but we'll give you some feedback.
Right, yeah, well, I would appreciate that, thank you.
The other thing to save money is if you're gonna go for a variance, you might as well try to do the public hearings at the same time. That'll save you the cost of an extra public hearing.
Right.
How long the process is the variance, like if you were to file something tomorrow, that's feasible?
I couldn't answer that question.
It should be
Yes, good,
2 months,
The ZBA process?
Yeah,
2 months should be possible.
And allow the 2 parking on the same application?
If that's what you want to do.
Two displays in the front, okay.
correct.
I would say go home, think about what you wanna do, and how's it gonna work best for you, for your business, and then do it that, apply for that way.
As a variance.
Does the board wanna consider scheduling a public hearing at this time?
So if we do that, we're working off these same plans.
Correct.
Okay.
Again, with the only change is that if comes to public hearing, the applicant decides to remove those two spots in the front, that's the public hearing's going beyond, right? So,
So how do you include just moving the building over?
I don't think you necessarily need to show a plan that shows the
Yeah.
public comment, if you get any, will be on the plan. Public's not gonna consider it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the public's not gonna care that you move.
Right, right.
yeah, 3 feet.
Right.
Okay. All right, so we'll do.
Are you, is the board comfortable with scheduling a public hearing?
If those two things are good, well, that's, I'm okay with that.
I am.
I agree.
Are you comfortable that you're gonna be ready for a public hearing?
Yes, yes.
All right.
What's the earliest we can?
Next meeting.
Next meeting?
2 weeks from now.
Next meeting?
Yep,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Will that be enough time for
Yeah,
you
we
to
have
do the
to.
mailing and get
Yeah.
everything?
If we're gonna do it, we have to do it next meeting.
Okay. Whoa.
Sorry.
We
got a
Wow,
lot,
right?
we got a lot going on.
Man,
We got a lot going on.
like a dartboard right there. Okay, next meeting.
Okay, and that's.
Can I have a
Motion.
Can I have a motion to schedule the public hearing for this application for October 16th?
I'll make the motion.
Did you have something else you wanted to say before we do it?
For the public hearing, you're the one middle of the stuff, or?
No,
No, you didn't?
I sent your engineer, my comments, which highlighted the
Right.
code requirements, so it's all in there, so.
Okay, good. All right.
So, just there's a motion being.
There's a motion.
I'll second.
Marty made it.
Marty made it, okay.
Neil
I'll second
seconded it.
Second, okay, all in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay.
See you next meeting.
Okay, good. All right.
See you on the 16th.
All right, thank you.
Can't move much faster than that.
That's pretty fast. Wait, did we?
Secret.
We got
Yeah,
it.
it's type 2. No,
We have to type it type 2.
Technically, you don't have to, I know you're in the process of doing that, but if you wanna make the motion, you can make the motion in type 2.
No, if we don't have to, why Kelly make us do work that we didn't have to do?
An extra motion.
That's motionless. I like that.
All that time.
I'm gonna get Kelly on the phone.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
You're right, she just makes all these. Yeah,
She did.
some people do, some people, type 2, it's when you go on list or type 1, you know, that's.
I feel so misinformed.
You haven't really had a ton of type twos.
She miseducated us.
No, she didn't, it's a personal choice, she doesn't, you don't have to do it.
She's
Well-
very conservative, right?
Yes.
Conservative. That's a good way to put it.
Looking out for us.
Okay.
You need a motion for the type 1s, you know, those are different.
See, learn something new every day.
She did.
Been on this board 15 years and now I'm learning.
Would you like to learn what time next meeting?
I'm anxiously awaiting, especially after Grace's dart she threw at me.
So
I'm
Grace,
just a messenger, sorry.
Grace has been overloaded this week.
I bet.
With applications coming in, frankly, got over, we don't really know why, it just, this was the week everybody decided to dump plans on Grace, but. So for your next meeting, this is what we have right now. Some of these we have to check escrows and stuff. Edward Lemke Drive warehouse, that's Mulbrag, he has an offset, well, not offset for you. He's proposing a warehouse in Middle Florida, which requires some modifications to the parking lot in the town of Newton, so that's coming back. 17M Flex Building is coming back. You recall you closed the public hearing, they gave you until October 21st to make a decision that your next meeting is the last meeting before October 21st. So I will reach out to them, see if they want to come back. If not, it would be a letter extending the time for action.
On their behalf. It would
Time
come.
for you to take action.
Right.
Yeah,
Have they presented anything new?
they have not.
All right, so far, so good.
Sunrise Commons, Tivoli Plaza, Lucas Parentiere's project is coming back. That is a completeness on a draft environmental impact statement.
We haven't seen the DEIS.
Since January of 2024, that was the last time you saw it, determined it was inadequate for public review.
So we should bring it back in.
Wow.
It's a revised document.
When do we expect to see that?
Supposed to
Shouldn't it have been in by today?
Yeah.
Spentieri's? Tivoli?
I did not get anything.
We got an electronic submission, didn't we?
Okay.
All right, so that.
Take them off the list.
That might not be because we need 2 weeks
I will
ahead of
double check
time.
my
Still doing
email,
good,
but I
right?
almost wrote that we got nothing.
So that one, we were promised that today. battery energy storage on Hartley Road is coming back. And the former Amy's Kitchen site, which is now called 101 River Road, is coming back.
For what?
Some sort of a warehouse distribution manufacturing facility, I do not know. It was kind of up in the air after them and his staff.
That's an initial presentation.
That is, it's
So
an
we have
amended-
that material?
You should have that material. Did that one come in?
We didn't get anything.
I didn't get it. I'm sorry, which one?
101. That one I
101
don't-
River.
Yeah, I have something here.
Yes.
On top of this.
We did
Oh,
get
you
that.
do?
You didn't come in your email?
I didn't
I'll
see
resend
it.
Not in the email.
I didn't get it either.
Alright, I'll
That's the
send
thing
it.
about paper, you can see it. But yeah, I do have this application.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it went to
Yeah.
spam. Did it go to spam?
I'll resend it.
I'll check, hold on.
That, those things.
And then you also have a public hearing you just set.
What was the last one, Sean?
The public hearing they just reset?
Oh, okay.
That was that.
So it doesn't sound that bad then. I mean, sounds like two or,
Two may be moved. On your next meeting, you're looking at 2659 and 2675 warehouses. So your first meeting in November may be at the 911 center, if we can book it. And-
those are the
Warehouses.
two warehouses.
But I guess,
I will resend River Road.
Then,
And what else did you get?
I haven't gotten anything in mine. Sean was the last one that came.
Tivoli,
through.
yeah. Tivoli, we didn't get anything.
I have Salamone, I don't know what that is.
Salamone came back, we have not signed them to a agenda yet. And Von Penn subdivision has submitted to new residential subdivision, it's small, I think it's 3 lots.
Where?
I don't know. I haven't seen, no, I haven't seen the plan.
Oh, okay. So they're not gonna be on next.
No, we haven't signed them yet. But,
Okay. It's a long one, but it's not horrible.
yeah, I don't know if you're gonna wanna have those other two applications, you know, on your first meeting in November, we'll discuss that at the end of the next meeting.
And Grace, you found the electronic submission?
I have 101, yes. I'll resend it. I don't know why it didn't go through. But it's not that big.
And no Tivoli yet, right?
Tivoli's sending me the BEIS, but they're only sending me 3 copies. And they're supposed to be sending me an electronic that I don't know how I'm gonna get to you because it's gonna be huge. Okay.
All right.
Haven't received it yet?
I don't recall seeing it, I don't recall seeing it.
No.
You did send an email saying you were delivered
Right.
today, so that's why. Maybe not much, maybe it's in the village.
Okay, it's 8 o'clock, Amazon. I place a motion.
My kind of.
Play ball.
Motion to close the meeting, second?
Come
All in
on,
favor?
guys.
Aye. Any opposed?